We are back. Welcome to the Coffee Stand podcast, guys. A spin-off show. Three's a party with my boys, the MMA guys. 0 wins. Terry, no chin, Brown.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Nermit, get off.
Standing at a staggering 6'2.5" inches.
Wow.
In the heavyweight class.
Wow.
So he is my protector, guardian of my galaxy.
I am
Jeez, guys, you think he owned the podcast? Neil, Adam, we're live, by the way. Three's a party. What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Three's a Party. If you guys are on the YouTube, there's only 2 of us, but Neil will be joining us later via Zoom, so there will be the 3 of us all together. It is the big night. It's UFC 257, Conor McGregor versus Poirier. It has been Conor week all week. It's just been everything about Conor McGregor, and I could not be more excited. As you can see, I am dressed as Conor McGregor, and I've even cut off my hair. People think I'm crazy, but why not, eh? Why not, eh? And if you're on the audio, get onto YouTube and check out what my hair's looking like. How excited are you for tonight, Tezza?
I am unbelievably excited about tonight. I'm not somebody that easily gets sucked into the showmanship of it.
Oh, that was banging on Friday. So, guys, if you haven't listened to it, go and listen to it. We did a UFC weigh-in special, and Terry was just saying to himself, to Neil, I hate getting sucked into all the showmanship and blah, blah, blah. And then I rocked in a blue suit, just as Conor McGregor.
Brilliant.
And I was like, well, I get sucked into it.
Yeah, honestly.
Bring on the showmanship. So before we get onto the main event, though, we have got 2.5 hours of incredible fights. Obviously, both the the co-main event is a great fight too.
Mm-hmm.
But first fight is Amanda Ribas versus
Rodriguez.
And who have you got in this one?
Rebus.
So, guys, I'm calling you. I don't want to do that, do I?
Don't do that.
So I just called you by accident. You've got. We did predictions, guys. So we're doing predictions of ourselves. We have a bit of banter backwards and forwards, and who wins, who doesn't win. I'm off my tits on coffee right now. Like all my coffee. I've had two coffees.
I feel like I'm missing
already.
out.
So Neil has Marina Rodriguez in this.
Yep.
I have
Typical Neil.
Amanda Ribas, and Terry has
Rebus.
Amanda Ribas. So 2-1 on this first fight. Now, stylistically, how do these guys match up?
So they're both strikers, but I would say that Rebus has a lot more ground game and a better jiu-jitsu. So
we're looking for her to shoot.
I don't know. In all fairness,
Or you think she's going to stand with her?
I think they'll stand and bang. I'm not sure if Rodriguez is going to want this to go to the ground, if I'm perfectly honest. But I'm actually really excited for this one. I really like what Amanda Ribas. She's a very exciting fighter to watch. And if it's anything like her last fight, this should be a really good opener.
What happened in her last night's fight? Tell the people.
Just an absolute war.
Oh, okay.
It was just an
So
absolute
they
war.
stood.
Yeah, and obviously she won. But
Now, I'm not going to lie, I just took a stab in the dark on this one, just because I've heard her name.
Yeah, well, we watched this one.
So
we watched
yeah.
her last fight.
Oh, was that on the what card was that on?
That was on the one we did in the studio.
Oh, the Khabib.
I think she was on the
Khabib
Khabib. I'm
fight.
sure of it.
I've just heard her name,
Mm.
and she's better looking. Don't tell the missus.
Nothing's going to come from me, mate. Nothing from me.
She definitely don't listen or watch this, so
Lips
it's
sealed
totally
over
fine.
here.
You guys message in the comment section, and tell us who you've got on this one, or who you had and how you think it was going to go. Was your prediction right? Was it the same as ours? Were you team Neil or were you team Terry and Sam? It's not very often. Neil normally goes the opposite to what one of us is going.
He does.
You go on styles and who you really like, and I go on. I'm slowly coming in with knowing a bit more about other fighters. I was a Fairweather fan about 2 years ago. Then I got sucked in.
Mr. McGregor.
I got sucked in. Well, he sucked me in 5 years ago, but into full UFC, actually enjoying the technicalities of it. Like when we started doing before lockdown, and we started doing some training, I had never done striking. I never fought. Like I'm a cheerleader. Never fought. Never ground.
I mean, he'll do it for you.
Never done any ground game, or anything like that. But I enjoyed starting learning that it's not. It is fighting, but it's how much cleverer you can be than your opponent.
Tactics.
And yes, when you're standing with each other, it's who's going to be the better boxer. But then it's like, how do I get inside that person? How do I get onto the ground? And then it's how fun the ground game is.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, well, I'm going to be quicker or cleverer than you. And that's when I started to fall in love with UFC. And when people say like, oh, I hate it, it's vicious, I say, yeah, but it's a bit like what I used to say to the missus about the Jigsaw movies. I never found them vicious. I used to think they're so clever with why he did what he was doing.
Saw.
Sorry, Saw. Sorry, I meant Jigsaw, but how clever it is and why he's doing what he's doing. It is disgusting and it is sick, and if it happened in real life, it would be disturbing. But it's the same sort of thing with MMA. I'm now watching, and probably how UFC fighters look at it, is the technicalities of, oh, okay, well, they've learned how to get inside that person's defense. And I mean, it's just so much cleverer than standing and punching each other or rolling around on the ground.
100%.
And the jiu-jitsu game, it's so intense
and so hard. It is an absolute skill and an art.
Rodriguez and Ribas have just kicked off, guys. We are on the main event, UFC 257. If you guys are listening to our commentary on the audio and you're watching it the day after or the night after the fight, we are on a 4 minutes and 12 seconds. We're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 minutes, guys. You can get on the clock, and now you are on with us for the rest of the night. Well, until
only place to be.
Oh yes, the Freezer Party podcast. And even when Neil joins, we might lose you guys because we're going to do some technical wizardry to get Neil on, because we could not. Okay, I am. Because we could not get all three of us here tonight. So these girls have gone straight at it. That's the wrestler, right?
Yeah, Rebus is in the yellow.
So we've seen straight away what her game is going to be, and it's striker versus wrestler.
But no, they're both Muay Thai trained, and they both like to stand up.
Yeah, but bro, you said her ground game stands out.
Better.
You said it stands out. So
I'd like to see a submission in this. To be fair, I think if my prediction would be Rebus to win through a submission.
It's going to be boring if this is what it's going to be for 3 rounds.
Well, like you just said, so very adequately, Sam. Right now, it's a ground game, and it is who is the more skillful and the more tactical. And I am 100% behind Rebus all the way.
Well, that's the thing, and obviously it's the same as we joke about Usman.
The foot stomper.
The foot stomper leans against you on the cage, but that is actually technical as saying, I'm going to get through my career, I'm going to win stuff, and I'm going to take as least damage as possible.
Yeah,
because I'm not going to stand with you, and I'm not going to end up looking like a face of Nate Diaz.
No, that's true.
Because he loves to be punched and he loves to go to war, but look at the damage it's taken on his face. Whereas Usman's just going to get through this. He's going to earn all the money, win the belt. Or he's still got the belt.
Yeah,
take all the money. Yes, it's not entertaining.
No,
but it's technically a great plan, a great defense to have.
If you are an Usman fan, I won't take anything away from you. But for me, I cannot stand the bloke.
It's because it's boring, and you're just like,
just no, sorry, does nothing for me. Shouldn't be the champion in my opinion. I think there are much more talented fighters in that division.
Is he in Leon Edwards' division? Our local boy.
Yeah, welterweight.
Yes, he's in the local boy from Brom.
He's the next pay-per-view 258.
Yeah, Edwards Chimanev.
No. I'm on about Usman and Gilbert Burns. That's the one.
Oh, finally, yeah.
Obviously, Masvidal stepped in for him last minute, didn't he?
So hopefully we're gonna want
Burns.
Yeah, but would we like Usman to win so
No.
Leon Edwards can win Chimaev and then come up and batter him?
No, because Edwards can just fight Burns.
I suppose, yeah.
And I love Burns. Burns is a very, very
I hope Leon
gifted fighter.
I hope Leon beats Chimaev because it's not a big name, but he's a big name after lockdown when he did all those 7 fights and defeated back to back, whatever, broke loads of records. Because he's never really fought anyone, but he just did good turnaround without damage.
He hasn't had 7 fights yet. I think you're thinking of Kevin Holland.
Maybe it wasn't 7. Maybe I was just.
No, Kevin Holland has done 7 fights in throughout 2020. He had most fights and most wins in 2020. But Chimaev is he's had some highlight reel knockouts.
Yeah, during the lockdown, wasn't it? The first couple of fights was him, and he didn't he do a turnaround of like next week. He literally fought on a card, and the next weekend fought on a card, and it was knockout both cards, took no damage whatsoever. So
no,
he's not a massive name, but he's built a name for himself like that. So for Leon Edwards to beat him would be great. Leon needs that break.
Well, if anything, it's Chimaev stepping up to Edwards. Edwards is ranked number 4 in the welterweight division at the minute, and he's had he's already proven that he belongs in that top 5, whereas Chimaev hasn't fought anybody within that top 10 rankings or caliber yet. So. I mean, it could go. I mean, this is Chimaev's test to see if he is that good, and if he can build his way and through those rankings and inevitably get a title challenge. And hopefully, it's just another stepping stone for Edwards to be able to get towards the title.
It's a great fight because it's not too risky that he's a big star. But he's been a big star because of his end of 2020.
Yeah.
So it is a big fight because at the moment he's a star because of what he did.
He looks dangerous. He looks really dangerous.
It's not like the fight we've got tonight.
Which one?
Who's fighting Chandler?
Dan Hooker.
Dan Hooker. That's a big risk for Dan Hooker.
Yeah.
Because Mike Chandler at the moment is not really a nobody, but he's a good fighter.
Yeah.
If he loses to him, he's lost to a new boy.
Yeah. Well,
that's a big. He had a war with Dustin Poirier.
He's not ranked. Chandler isn't ranked at the moment. But Hooker is also coming off a loss to Poirier. So
did you hear what Hooker's management team said to him after that fight?
No.
So Hooker had an interview on BT Sport, and basically they gave him no positives from the fight, and said you took too much damage. You just engaged in a war and took damage for no reason.
Wow, strong. I think that's a bit unfair.
They literally gave him no positives because he didn't stick to his game. He didn't stick to his fight, and that's what he said. Oh,
wow.
Oh, she caught Rebus.
No, he hasn't stopped the fight.
He hasn't stopped the fight.
He hasn't stopped the fight.
What's the ref doing?
Oh, Herb Dean.
That's bad.
What have you
done? That is bad reffing.
Well, not really.
Yeah, he's gave her breathing space.
That's. If
she
anything,
was out cold. She was done.
Oh,
she's caught her again. Now he's
called it.
He had to. He had to do that. He had to do that. He couldn't.
Rodriguez made the mistake there. Thinking that he was going to call it, and presumed that he was going to. Herb Dean, I agree, should have called it at that point because she was clearly, not even anywhere near this world.
The world.
Thank you for pointing out my fantastic accent.
Neil, do you know what that means? Sorry, Terry, do you know what that means? Neil's 1-0.
Neil is
1-0.
Unbelievable.
It's 1-0. We need a board. We need a big whiteboard that we fill in.
That's a great idea. Get it up there.
1-0, and we write them.
We could keep tracking.
So your winner of Fight 1, guys, was I can't say a name.
Rodriguez.
What's the first name?
Oh, don't know.
Yeah, Rodriguez, and me and Terry had Rebus. Oh, they're replaying it. What an absolute corker.
I've got to say how disappointed I am in that.
That was it.
I really wanted Rebus to win.
Now, see, that's why fighting worries me. What if Poirier catches Conor like that?
He's perfectly capable. Perfectly capable.
And that's what I've been saying to people, though. The one thing I've noticed as well on a lot of the Conor things, they kept using his thing when he says, "I am humble in victory or defeat." Like, everyone seems to think it could go either way.
Oh, it could go either way.
Do you know, like nearly every we know Conor McGregor fight, they're going to use surprise, surprise, the king is back. They're going to use him laughing like the Joker, and then this has been used a lot. I feel that talking of him saying, "I am humble in defeat and in winning," so everyone's a bit like,
Yeah.
could go either way.
Well,
like,
the thing is, I mean, Poirier is only improved in the last, since he fought Conor last time round, and Conor, the first time back at lightweight, so he's had to cut weight again.
Yeah.
He's getting a little bit older now. He's been in and out of the sport, so I mean, at some point, that's gonna have an impact on his performance.
Yeah.
So, could this be Poirier's moment?
I hope not.
I really think that. I really believe that there should be something out there to allow you to meet Conor McGregor.
Oh, imagine.
Because you are easily his number one fan.
I would say I wouldn't know what to say.
No, you wouldn't.
I said, do you see my Instagram when I tagged you 400 times and I cut my hair one day like you, and I had this like traveller style hair, and then I went skinhead 2 days later just to look like you again.
Yes, you did.
In a really high pitched voice. That's why I do it.
You would. But I think he might feel he might need security with him.
Oh, that is a sharp suit.
Which one? Anik.
Mm.
Yeah.
What the hell is Maguire doing in the octagon? It looks like Maguire.
Oh my god, it actually does look like
Looks
Harry
like
Maguire.
that.
Ladies
Harry
and gentlemen,
Maguire.
Harry Maguire is now an official translator in the UFC.
The UFC. Well, he needs to because his defence ain't no good. He'll be gone from United soon.
Yeah, he is pretty shocking.
I can't wait for it. Oh, dude, this is a good day for me. I'm staying up today because then we've got the FA Cup, Man United, Liverpool, 5 p.m. kickoff this afternoon.
It does nothing for me, I'm afraid. I don't follow football anymore. It's all about the UFC.
It's all about UFC.
It's all about the UFC.
Oh shit! Why did she leave herself open like that?
Because she wasn't with it, mate. She was half asleep. She's absolutely battered her, to be fair, Rodriguez has. Disappointed. And Neil is already 1-up.
Look at his moustache. Yeah, Neil's already winning 1-0.
Oh, John Anik's got the greatest moustache known to
See,
man.
I think he's taken Joe Rogan's place.
Oh, but he's not Joe Rogan, is he? Come on.
I'm not sure if something's happened with the Spotify deal.
Oh. Conspiracies. Hashtag
Because
not
they also
sponsored.
can't. They also don't do the UFC podcasts anymore because he's not in LA. So he doesn't talk fighting much on the podcast anymore.
I think he's been involved in since the birth of UFC, hasn't he? So he's always been there.
I feel like he took away from John's start. Like, I think a lot of the sound clips you hear from it was actually him. It's Joe Rogan's face. It's his face you see.
UFC. He's the embodiment of the UFC.
I know, but John, I feel John's got it.
And I suppose if you look at it over the course of the last year, or maybe even longer, how many other pundits have come in? So you look at the rise of DC. Paul Felder now has established himself quite well. Dan Hardy's in and out.
He's smashing it for BT.
He is smashing it for BT. I love Dan Hardy. But I followed him when he was a fighter.
I didn't realise people were calling him Callan Hardy though.
Yeah.
and then every one of his videos on YouTube, there's about 100 comments just like, aren't you Callan Hardy?
He's an absolute dude. I mean, I'm lucky enough to have met him in person. And he's a very humble, down-to-earth guy.
Where'd you meet him?
Body Power.
Oh, sick. Oh my god, you got excited that GSP is coming to the Arnold Classic in the UK.
I got very excited.
Guess who else is coming?
Who?
The Eagle. Khabib.
Is he?
He's coming.
No.
They announced it yesterday.
Oh my god. This is going to be an incredible day.
You don't know, guys. I will be announcing at the Arnold Classic for the first ever cheerleading competition that's coming to the Arnold Classic too. So, yeah.
Does that mean you can get me like some tickets to this?
I might need you and Neil to be security.
Oh, well, look at that.
I might be big time by then.
I'm in. I'm down.
I might need it. If not, we'll just fake it and I'll just get you tickets. You'll come dressed in security gear, earpieces, and people will think I'm someone really famous, and I'll just keep walking around with security and they'll
we'll
think,
film it.
who's that guy? Who's that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who's that? That's why Connor will be there. Imagine if they get Connor. Nah, if they can get Khabib, they can get Connor.
Absolutely. But I think it would be detrimental to your announcement.
I'll just stop talking and walk off the stage.
Sorry, guys. Connor's over there. Back in a minute. That haircut, mate. What is this about?
So before we get into our next fight of the night and our predictions, this episode of the podcast is sponsored by a company called Wax and Relax. And that's not the cracks on the backs and everything else. That is wax melt, guys. And they provide handcrafted and homemade wax melts in all your favourite fragrances. Support a small business and check out their website, www.waxandrelax.co.uk. They smell beautiful, guys. I've just had my delivery and they make the room. I get into my mantra and my zen.
In that shirt, yeah.
And I get my wax melts on from Wax and Relax, and I'll go into a different world, man. And they smell amazing, and they're handmade, they're handcrafted by the people who sell them.
Made with love.
Made with love. And why at this time would you not support a small business during the coronavirus pandemic?
100%.
I said I wasn't gonna mention the coronavirus, but I had to, just to support, just in case it's the coronavirus that just gave us our blanket ban. And I keep saying about coronavirus. So yeah, please check out waxandrelax.co.uk. So our next fight on the cards is
Mullet Boy.
That's not his name.
Sanchez.
Sanchez versus,
I can't pronounce that.
Mahmoud Muradov. Is that right?
Muradov, I think is.
So our predictions for this one, guys, is, I keep going too close to the mic. Neil has Andrew Sanchez.
So do you, I think.
The host has Andrew Sanchez.
Yep.
And Terry has Mahmoud Muradov.
We have a build up for Gilbert Burns. Oh,
I am excited, and when this fight
next month.
Yeah, when this fight was made, I was excited, especially after Burns had that sensational stop during with Tyrone Woodley, and he schooled him, and we thought, this is it. Like, this is going to be great, and he's the person who's going to stop Usman. And then he got coronavirus, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He got corona. So,
silly bastard.
A chubby, out of shape Masvidal stepped in and had one of the boringest bouts in the world, because I think Masvidal at his best fit would have been an exciting fight, because Usman couldn't have been boring.
Yeah,
he'd had to have brought the fight to him.
Yes,
but it was boring because of that.
Yeah,
and it was a real letdown, to be honest, especially with the hatred they've got for each other. It was very boring.
Yeah, it was, to be fair. But like you say, Masvidal was just really out of shape. I just hope,
because Burns and Usman are stablemates, right?
Yes. Blackzilians.
So I hope that they kind of know things about each other that no other fighter knows. So Burns can maybe drag a fight out of Usman.
Everyone knows about Usman. He's a bully. He likes to foot stomp. That's it. No more said. And do you know what? I have disliked him since he was he came to
did he
UFC.
beat Darren? What can't I remember his name from London? Another local lad.
Tell from Liverpool.
No, not Liverpool. He was just on there then. Darren.
I wasn't looking. I was looking at you, mate. Looking at your beautiful haircut.
Yeah, you know. The notorious. No, Darren. Why can't I remember his name? I watch him. It's sick. Darren.
I feel like I should know the answer to that, but I don't.
Darren the Dentist Stewart. Darren Stewart from London. He was just on there then, and he dumped him to the ground. He must have defeated him though. He must have defeated him though.
Well, he's Usman's undefeated, isn't he? Beat Edwards as well.
That's the thing. That's the problem.
I hate him. I do. I hate him. He winds me up the minute I see him.
Oh dear. So,
and I hate Colby Covington as well. Just putting it out there.
Leon Edwards, there he is, our boy from Birmingham.
Oh, he stepped up to the number 3.
I don't know why I've said Birmingham like America. I should have said Birmingham. All the way from Birmingham, it's Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
UFC fighter, local lad.
That
is someone I'd love to get on a podcast, because he's a local lad.
Yeah.
I would love to get him on.
He's only over the road in King's Heath. Renegade Jiu-Jitsu.
So, what are you saying about this next fight with Andre Sanchez and Mahmoud Maradov?
I am going to be.
Why have you gone with Maradov?
I'm going to be completely 100% honest on this.
Yeah.
I don't know much about either fighters, and I really, really don't like Sanchez's haircut.
So that's all three of us then. Neil went with Sanchez because of his haircut. You went against him because of his haircut, and I went with him because he looks like his haircut would cause damage. As in, like, if I caught that type of person in a dark alley, he's going to do more damage than Maradov. Because that haircut, it's very. I'm going to say it. We're not Americans. Very hilly-billy.
Yes, it is. It's different. It's 20 years past its sell-by date.
Bro, that's what
Sorry,
Americans
Sanchez.
are like. He just doesn't care.
I know. COVID and whatnot. And I know you might not be able to get to the barbers; they might be closed. But do what I did. Do what Sam's done. Get a pair of clippers.
Bro, I've gone through
Cut
2 haircuts in the
it
last
off.
3 days. And do you know what? Doing it yourself, not paying for it, changing complete looks, it's quite revitalising.
I'm not sure I'd agree with that. I
On
missed my hair.
Friday, I cut my own hair, like cut the sides down. Yes, compared to the first lockdown cut that me and Alex smashed and got it right.
Yeah, you did.
This was really wrong.
You had a lot of styles actually. The
I've had
last
the
6
blonde
months.
hair, the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Had the but it was very nice to change my hair, and then 2 days later, I'm now gone even different look. And like, I got out of the shower, mate. Didn't even have to dry my hair.
Oh, absolute game changer.
That's what we need to ask Neil when he gets on. Does he still use shampoo?
Or does he
Or
just
does he
let the
put
water run off?
No, does he put shower gel on his head instead?
I don't use shampoo. I use shower gel.
Well, okay, shower gel. Okay, then does he use soap or something like on his? To me, I
Oh.
use shampoo on my hair and I use shower gel and body
Mm.
wash. So does he use body wash on his head or does he still use shampoo?
It's a very good question. It's a very good question. Or does he instead use it in his beard?
Oh, I condition my beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a strong beard though. It's a good look.
I've
Look at that haircut. Seriously.
Yeah, see, look at him though, man.
Look
He
at
looks
him.
like he looks like a Diaz. Like, he's had a few scraps in his life and he loves a
Yeah.
good punch.
I really hope Muradov knocks that stupid hair off his head.
Stupid hair off his head.
Hmm. If you're a Sanchez fan, I'm not even sorry. What flag is that? Where is he from?
Who?
Muradov.
Mahmoud Muradov.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's take a look.
Have a look.
I'll have a look.
Show me. Show me.
How'd you spell it? Mahmoud.
Asking the wrong mate. I have absolutely. Neil's the grammar police.
He's quicker on the old searches as well. He's normally pretty.
He's
good.
got quick fingers, that lad.
Mahmoud. That's why he's always my protector. Murdoff.
No, that's because he's got fast hands.
Fast fingers, fast hands, right? Fast hands, fast fingers.
Maybe.
Where is he from? Official account to UFC middleweight fighter.
The name sounds like it should.
Czech Republic.
That flag was not Czech Republic.
It says here, MMA fighter TMT with score 24-6, Czech Republic.
Really?
Born 1990, so he's 30. 30?
For anybody out there listening or watching, and they know what flag that is, please drop us a DM and let us know, because I am seriously curious. Never seen it before. Because he sounds like he should be like Ukrainian or Russian.
It's all the same way, isn't it?
I don't know, is it?
Czech Republic.
Geography ain't my strong suit.
My
either.
manager at my interim job is Czech.
Is he?
She.
Nice lady.
Little firecracker.
Is she?
Yeah.
Fair play.
As in, like, she's like as big as my mum.
Oh.
Go on then.
That's really upset me now because I really like that song. I love it. He's got that as his walkout tune.
Mate, he's gonna win because he's so confident.
But he's got a stupid haircut.
Sanchez rocking out to the final countdown.
What a tune. Oh, now I'm on the fence. As easy as that,
You
I've
can't
been turned.
change. You cannot change.
I'm not going to. Look at his hair. Look at it. I bet he's a Liam Gallagher fan as well. He looks like a Gallagher fan.
Bro, he's from the arse end of nowhere in America. He's never heard of Liam Gallagher.
You don't know that, do you?
Look at him.
Yeah.
Bro, they nearly didn't let him into Abu Dhabi.
Did he not?
No, I'm joking.
Oh,
He's that much of a
Fucking
hillybilly.
hell, what a twat. As if I fell for that.
It's only because I've seen his bank check from the UFC they let him in.
He come carrying a crate of moonshine.
Yeah, Dana. You gone got me a fight, I'll bring you some moonshine. My daddy bought it, huh? My grandma cooked it. You cook it, don't you? You cook moonshine.
I think it was the cooking process.
Bake it, cook it. Hey, look how good.
I believe they call it fermenting.
Look how good my Coffee Sound podcast mug looks next to the old proper 12.
It's very nice. It's very nice.
Get yourself an Irish coffee.
Oh.
I'm not drinking, guys.
It's very early for that, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Or is
what,
it late?
What time is it here in the UK? So we have got listeners in the USA, we have got listeners in Australia,
Nearly
and we
4
have
o'clock.
got a listener in China.
Have we?
A listener in China.
A
I was
listener?
buzzing, mate, when it come up.
Wow.
On the stats. Stat man.
Thank
I'm a
you.
stat
All the way from
man.
China. Thank you.
What time is it, Terry?
Nearly 4 o'clock, mate.
4 a.m.
3:52 to be
So
precise.
we got it, guys. If you're just tuning in or if you skipped to this bit, this is the Freezer Party podcast with Sam Thompson, the Coffee with Sam podcast, and the MMA guy Terry No Chin Brown. Neil will be joining us at some point, hopefully via live link, to make it Freezer Party because he just could not leave us and we could not miss out on him.
No.
And it's coming 4 a.m. in the UK. We got up at 1 a.m. to get ready for this podcast. But why wouldn't you on this great night of UFC action?
Absolutely. I couldn't sleep because I was that excited.
So at the moment, our scores on the doors are Neil 1, Sam 0, Terry 0. I forgot what order we stand in then.
Yep.
So Neil's winning 1-0. 1-0-0.
Not happy about it.
And this one, Neil could be 2 up.
He could be.
If the person I want to win, Neil could be 2 up because I want Sanchez, right?
So does Neil. Neil wants Sanchez.
Yeah, so he could be 2-1-0.
He'll be 2-1-0.
Yeah. So it's not good. It's not good.
It's not good
us,
for me. It's not good for me.
I want him to win, but I also then Neil gets another point. If you can't tell, guys, we are very competitive between the three of us.
Yeah, very. It's just in my
Same
nature.
as not even drunk on the last podcast. I offered Terry out to a back garden MMA fight, which is going to happen, I think, at 83 kg weight. It's not going to be great for me, though.
It's not very great for me.
Bro, I'd rather lose weight than gain it.
No, gaining is far superior.
No. Okay, so our second fight on the main card is just about to start. I will count you guys in.
I wonder how much speed that haircut takes
So we're
away
on
from Sanchez.
56. I'll count you in from 4 minutes 50 so you can get in time with us, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now in time with us. 4 minutes 40. Let's go. So stylistically with these guys, we don't really know much about them, so we can't bring you any knowledge, but as they've kicked off, literally both of them are using some big long range kicks, but they're also doing a lot of jumping in and out, both of them, both being very active.
Good footwork.
Yeah, both being very active. If it goes the distance though, can they keep that type of fight up? I'm seeing what I'm seeing here is they're both a bit worried about each other's hands, so they both must be good stand-up fighters because they're both keeping each other at length with kicks. They're both staying at length with large, wide, like Conor McGregor stances, and they're throwing punches, long range punches.
Yeah.
So either they're worried about each other's hand games. That was a good attack out of that.
Yeah, it was.
But also maybe they're worried about wrestling too.
Could be. I mean, looking at it from the minute we've watched so far, Muradov definitely seems the more creative fighter. He's demonstrating some creative, fancy kicks, which is always pleasing to the eye. But yeah, they're definitely stand-up fighters. There's no question of that. Sanchez has already tried a takedown, which Muradov completely stacked away.
The kicks, man, are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. So as this fight just settles in and they both start to get used to each other, say again, this episode is sponsored by Wax and Relax. Home handmade wax melts to make your room smell zen. They have some great fragrances. I use them at home. We've just had a delivery of them. We've got one pumping in the studio right now, just behind the camera, and it smells beautiful in here. You think it was some sort of a beauty parlor. And you can get them at www.waxandrelax. Double X on the relax, guys, because there's just double the amount of relaxing when you get these bad boys flowing.co.uk. Sponsor of this podcast today.
Hashtag sponsor.
Hashtag this is a sponsor. And Neil's not here to tell me not a
Oh,
sponsor.
where is he? Where is he?
Yeah, not a sponsor.
Bless him. Sleeping.
So, go away from the main event. Chandler and Hooker. Who have you got, man? Like, what
Hooker.
How do you see it playing out? Going the distance? Because Hooker loves, well, what we saw from the last fight. His team don't like it, but he
likes
loves
to stand.
He loves a war, doesn't
Yeah, he does. And I think Chandler's background's more wrestling, from what I've seen so far. So I'm guessing Hooker's going to want to keep it on the feet. Chandler's definitely going to want to take it to the ground. This is Chandler's. It's a big opportunity for him, and this is it's a massive card. So it's his first pay-per-view. He's gonna really want to put a statement out there to the lightweight division. So he's gonna come in all guns blazing.
I want to be number fighter in lightweight division. That's all I hear when I hear someone say lightweight division. I see a Khabib number fighter in lightweight division.
It's very good. It's way better than your Irish accent, that's for sure.
I need to practice it.
Do. Wear the shirt. Maybe it'll help.
In my day, what dressing up? I know why Connor does it though. When I had that suit on yesterday, I was like,
you looked empowered.
Yeah, like just doing the podcast, it felt like I was here for a reason.
Yeah.
Like I know I've said back in the past, like wear relaxed stuff because it relaxes you in a podcast, but it actually made me feel presenter. I was ready. I was there.
Yeah, I mean, you could have quite easily have been a pundit.
I could have been there.
You could have been there.
I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. Some like the pundits, I get it, but like your BT Sport and that ones, when they sit and do an interview, they got no cards or anything.
Well,
how do they remember the questions?
Well, they will. You just won't be able to see it. Did you see DC's post on social media yesterday afternoon? So he put up on his Instagram account the a sneak peek into the background of the work that goes into being a pundit and the information that they have at their hand for all the fighters coming up, their last fights, the style of fighter, what's been going on in the press. There's so much detail goes into it. It's actually scary. Obviously, they don't do that information. There are people in the back office.
So they read up on it before this fight
starts. So yeah, they've got cues for all of it. So obviously you've got the build-up talk. So you've got all the information for that. As they're walking down, you've got all their fighting stats. It's just a never-ending list of facts and details about
even
all
the winners. Conspiracy.
No, I don't believe it.
But like Britain's Got Talent or something, it's got on there who the winner is and what you're going to say when they win, as they win.
No.
Because mate, I think when John gets a winner, the things he says in that moment as they've won, I'm like, how do you do that? Like the last one when Conor won, and he's like, "Oh my God!" And Conor McGregor's returned with as many style points as you can produce. Who thinks of that? Like in that split,
That's why he's a professional pundit.
You just watch McGregor blast someone in like 30 seconds, and you're like, "Oh." And you can come up with that, like...
I do like John.
His voice is good, too.
Yeah.
His voice is good for being a pundit.
I'm a big fan of DC, though. I'm not such a big fan of Paul Felder.
No, I like Bisping.
I was just about to say, I prefer Bisping.
Have you seen him on the BT advert?
No.
He's basically being a clown.
Oh, is he?
It's literally like... So
I love
there's one of them, they're like... It's like, so we tried to get the biggest star in UFC. Blah, blah, blah. GSP. But he was not available, so we got this guy. And then Bisping's like, what? What are you trying to say? And they're like, but you're not the biggest star. And he's like, he said, I am a reigning champion. I have done this in the division. And then he's like, how am I not? And they're like, but you're just not. Okay. And then they move on. Just leave him.
No
And
way.
then there's another one. It's basically just him kicking off. He doesn't actually promote anything. He just kicks off because they keep saying stuff about him. Funny adverts, man.
Absolutely love him.
Funny adverts.
Michael Bisping has done for mixed martial arts in UFC in this country what Conor McGregor has done for Ireland.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, I watched a documentary about that.
Did you?
About him putting UK on the map.
Okay. I
for
haven't
it.
seen that.
Yeah, what was it called? It was one of them when you just know you're in a YouTube wormhole.
Yeah. I was at YouTube. You watched it
Of
on?
just watching things and watching
Hashtag
things
sponsor.
yeah. No, hashtag get rid of my blanket ban. Do you know what? It could be that they pick up the word COVID.
Do you reckon that's what it is? Like, I don't know.
They've got that technology now. News reports. I listened to a podcast on it, and news reports that have got certain things in, they'll be put down the bottom, and they'll make you not be able to see it because they don't want you to see it.
Fuckers. Dear oh dear.
Okay, so this fight is, I think it's quite an equal style matchup.
Yeah, very much so.
So
They
it's
seem
one
to
of
be
them.
cancelling each other out.
Yeah, it's boring.
Yeah, that's a very accurate description.
But not being a fighter myself, I can't really say what's that like when you match. You've got someone the same style. You've then got to work out how you're getting inside it, which is why we've got 3 rounds to work out their coaches and then themselves how they're gonna. Oh, he caught him then. Gonna get inside each other. He looks like Sanchez looks like more of a wrestler. Wants that takedown. But I feel, would he be doing that because maybe he's thinking I need to get some sort of takedown points because we're so equal?
Potentially, yeah, he's going to want to try and be the aggressor. Obviously, he will score points for any kind of takedowns, but equally, he's been denied 2-3 times already, which will only go in Muradov's favour. So, if I'm Sanchez now, I'm thinking, well, I've tried to take him down a couple of times now.
So he gets points for defending that.
Absolutely, all day long. So if I am Sanchez, I'd probably be thinking now my takedowns are not working. My stand-up isn't working. What am I going to do? Do you know what? I should have cut my hair before I come in here.
Yeah, should have got rid of the mullet.
And if you see, look at the height difference between the two. Muradov is so much taller. His reach is going to be ridiculous. See it?
Yeah, he is, isn't he? He's a lot. Oh, he got inside him then.
He did. I think this is going to be it's definitely going to go the distance. And it is going to be whether or not they tire enough that something's going to actually happen.
Okay. Yeah, so just keep cancelling each other out until
it'll be a unanimous or split decision at the end, depending on it'll go completely on strike volume, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, he caught him well there.
Yes, Sanchez has just coming up with absolutely nothing for this. He's going to knock him out in a minute just to piss me off.
No, but he looks like he looks like one of them Diaz fighters that just can take damage.
Yeah.
Take damage, and then in the 3rd round, when you're tired and he's got a massive steel chin, you then can just keep slugging, and the other dude's tired because he's tried to knock you out, and you've taken because he's taken a lot of damage compared to Muradov, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. Muradov's definitely been. You
can see it in his face.
Landed a lot more heavy volume. Interesting. I was surprised this fight made the card, if I'm honest.
You hear John then?
No, I didn't hear it.
Sanchez still trying to find a way in with that mullet.
Yes, John.
He see his little step then?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Sanchez is starting to...
Yeah, you might get this one, Tez.
Of course I'm going to get this one.
Or if I get a 0 after 2 fights...
It's not going to be good for you.
I was good last week.
Neil was
on last
still
weekend's fights. Yeah, I was good on last week's fight.
You was good on last week's fight.
Nearly every one.
Well, we both had the same.
Mm-hmm.
Because we both...
You're the MMA guy, though.
I am
I ain't.
the MMA guy.
I'm the host. I'm the hostess with the mostest. I'm the good-looking boy. I'm the front runner.
All right. Any more?
I'm the stage stunner.
Oh, where did you pull that one from? I feel like you need more now. You got to keep going. And we'll time you. See how long you can do it for.
Stunner, runner,
Gunner? Why not?
What's coming with it? Why am I gunning? What am I gunning?
You're a golded gunner.
Like what?
A golded gunner.
What's a guiled?
No, there. I thought it sounded good.
You can't just make stuff up.
Why not?
Oh! Another one.
Ooh, and another one.
I'm so sorry, guys. I keep getting too close to the mic and it crackles. So sorry.
Doesn't crackle in mine.
No, because I got here and it was like, but.
How do you know that?
I can hear it.
Oh, can you? He's
'Cause I have-
astute in his hearing.
Because I have to do this, I have to edit it, and when I've spent all this money, and then I realise that I'm too close to the mic every time, and you guys are at home or guests never use the mic in their life, and they're like this far away, and theirs sounds crisp, and mine just sounds crackly as hell. That's why, and I get annoyed, and I think I'm just gonna go back to using my camera mic.
I thought the audio on the one we did on Friday was good.
Yeah.
It come out well.
I had my mic turned up too loud.
Oh,
'Cause I
did
was
you?
hyped.
Yeah.
I was hyped in my Conor McGregor suit, and I was a bit too loud. So Neil's was good.
Yeah, Neil's got that. His phone's like another level, isn't it?
I'm not sure if it's Zoom too. I'm not sure if Zoom, when we do the online ones, I'm not sure if the Zoom is better with lower quality mics. If you know what I mean.
Just if anybody knows, drop a DM. Let Sam know.
Let me know.
Let him know. Because I don't know nothing about this
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, can I have my Monster?
Yes, mate.
Not a sponsor.
Hashtag.
Yo, could I have my
Not a
Monster?
sponsor.
Because they're not a sponsor, but I drink it to get.
I can't help you, mate.
There's some of that. What's it called? That ESDMR or whatever it's
Oh
called.
no, it's ASMR.
ASMR.
Yeah, the kids are mental on it. Well, we're into the last round, and Sanchez is still looking for a way in with that mullet. Thank you, John.
Yeah, it's been a boring one, this one.
I can imagine that's quite frustrating for Muradov, because he's clearly quite a creative and exciting looking fighter, but he's fighting somebody who just can't match that.
Yeah, it's especially after last weekend. This is a poor fight to have on this card.
That's, you know what, that's the in some ways that's the beauty of this sport. You are never gonna know what you're gonna get. Every fight is different. Sometimes you can have a card with maybe not as many staple names or stars, but every fight is an absolute classic.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
That's just such perfect entrance for that.
You just never know what you're going to get. Yeah, I think problem with last weekend though, it was shocks. It was 3 knockouts in the first 3 fights.
Yeah, it was a very
First
short
round
card, wasn't it?
knockouts. The second fight, the dude got knocked out 3 times during the same fight, but the ref just didn't stop it.
Controversial.
And then obviously Buckley getting knocked out was unexpected, but was great. It was one of those like,
yeah, I think with Buckley getting knocked out of the year, it kind of like catapulted him into being people believing he was a lot better than he actually is.
the hype train.
Yeah, very much so. And I think he kind of got served his humbling.
I think that's the problem with this though, is like it's such a big card, and I was listening to something in the week, and it was like everybody in the world, whatever you're doing, like us guys, we need to capitalise on this fight.
Oh, 100%.
And
That's how they make money at the end of the day.
yeah, but as us, we need to capitalise on it, as in because it's such a big card.
Yeah.
Then the buzz around it is going to be big, so we need to be on it. Anybody, small business, big business, UFC, fighters on the card, fighters not on the card, fighters that could turn up, fighters that could do a speech on it. Everyone needs to capitalise on the magnitude of the card.
Yeah.
But it could go the other way to being, do you want to be on the card and be knocked out? Do you want to be on the card and lose badly? So it could make you be the complete opposite way, not to take your chance.
Yes. It's a bit like Masvidal taking the Usman fight.
Yeah.
Do you want the opportunity and chance to actually fight the champion and win, even though you... Oh.
Oh no. I'm losing. Oh, guys, so he's just... Murdov's just caught Sanchez with a big knee. Sanchez just didn't come back.
Thank you,
So
Murdov.
now, Neil is 2. Terry, I am 0. Terry is 1. So the score is 2-0-1.
No, Neil went with Sanchez.
Yeah, he's already got 1.
Yeah, so that's 1 for Neil. And that's 1 for me. And you're still on Neil.
Neil won the first round, didn't he?
Yeah, so Neil's got 1 because he didn't win this
2
one.
for you, 0 for me. But remember
And
going
1 for
live.
me.
Yeah, 2. I'm in the middle, 0. You're on the end, 1.
Yeah, but Neil ain't got 2. Neil's got 1.
He hasn't. He won the first one.
He didn't win this one.
Oh, yeah. Numpty. 1-0-1.
Yeah.
1-0-1.
There
1-0-1.
There we go.
We got her in the end, guys.
Technical issues.
I ain't doing good in this one, and it's really worrying me.
Oh, did you see that
Yeah,
stumble?
I told you, that step. He caught him there, look. Look.
Whoa.
Told you, his leg had gone.
That is literally a deer in headlights.
And that knee. Bah!
Look at his legs going.
He wasn't even defending that knee. But so that was good patience by Murdov.
Oh, absolutely. He kept pressure on for the. He kept trying to force his way in, force an opening. Sanchez was quite resilient, but he obviously got tired, and Sanchez got the better of him, and the right person won, and that's because I picked him, and it had nothing to do with the fact that Sanchez has got a stupid haircut.
Okay, guys, we are going to take a quick break just before the next fight on the card. And the next fight, we are back with the females. And we have coming up Joanne Calderwood. Joanne Calderwood, Terry's favourite female fighter against Jessica I. We'll be back after a short break.
Come on, Jojo.
Three's a party.